That's a Cizetta. C16.
Oh, God.
Oh. They get so much better.
Hashtag pop-ups.
They put the Citroen. Is that the front of a Citroen on a Cizetta?
Close. Look at that. That one works for me.
That does. The FD Cizetta.
It's the anime Cizetta.
Once Senpai notices you.
The Diablo, a.k.a. 300.
No. I'm sorry, but no.
Lazy.
Is that like a GTR Celica? What's going on?
That one I like. It's the inception of 300ZX right there.
The quad headlights.
We're 2
Oh,
years.
Jesus.
Hey, look at the Celica.
Oh, it's an E55.
Yeah.
Weird.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this extremely fucking childish episode of the CAMcast.
Yeah!
God, we are eating like children. We are acting like children. It is beautiful.
I peed in your pool.
No, I don't have a pool, so whatever. I don't care.
Well, I peed in someone's pool.
Well, that's great. Makes no difference to me.
It might have been your bathtub.
Correct.
Great. Well, I am Mike, Dear Leader, Doc Taste, man who is looking for new panelists for this podcast.
Oh.
I've been good.
We'll get to you in a minute.
Give me a star.
You're a guest.
Oh, that's right. I'm not supposed to talk yet.
I'm
not actually here.
No, you can talk. I don't care.
You get 1 gold star. Ding!
Yes.
Frickin' brown nosy.
He's awarding gold stars. He is professor of the ghetto arts, Uncle Radical himself.
Good evening.
Yes, how you doing, Dave?
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hello.
Perfect. Don't touch.
Konnichiwa.
I've got a new one for you. Dave Foley, artist.
Oh, boo.
Not letting the fact that it's his birthday get in the way of terrible jokes.
Wow.
It is
Just-
the shadowy
your-
billionaire himself.
Is it really your
hoy,
birthday?
hoy.
Yeah, that's why.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
What?
That's
Happy
why
birthday.
that's why there's cake in the fridge.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yep. No.
We didn't think you'd live this long.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. Well, he's
Those kids would have killed me off.
he's
long
currently
ago.
between bites, and he is looking around. He's
Who's
freaking
this?
out.
Oh, me.
Yes, it's you,
Okay.
Gummy.
Oh, yay.
Beat the
Your-
stepdad.
Your resident dummy pizza stepdad.
God, there's
Freaking love you guys. I missed you guys so much.
It's supervised visits from here on out.
We're
Yeah.
like 47 seconds into the podcast, and you've already disappointed everybody.
That's how I live.
Aw.
Yep.
That's how I live.
Get it
Same.
out of the way early.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag bless.
Living that blessed life. Knocking back his Zima.
A Zima.
Yes.
Dude, you are a learned man.
It is Gavin Picar.
Howdy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good.
Ooh,
Doing
we
good.
just hit a sexual tone. No.
Gavin went there.
Yeah.
He needs
Yeah,
to
there
be
we go.
wearing. He needs to be wearing the button-up T-shirt
Yeah.
with the little front pocket.
Oh, God.
That has like the little box of chiclets.
God.
I
Yeah,
just
there we go.
need some
Yeah.
chiclets here. And I'm
Zima and
in.
chiclets.
Yeah,
We just reached NPR After Hours.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that a thing? Anyways,
I don't know. It could
It
be.
can
Hold
be.
up real
Should
quick while
be.
I get my saxophone.
Dave should be in it.
Where's Carl Castle when you need him?
Oh, wow.
He's getting his saxophone. It is our guest. Our man returning from the east.
Konnichiwa.
Friendly neighborhood weeaboo.
Or
Yep.
from the very far west?
Or whatever.
I'm playing that with my ass. I just want to let you know.
Hi, Joey.
Hi. I'm back.
Yay. We
It's
missed
very
you.
dry here.
Yes, it is. But it's okay. You brought a shit ton of high life, so that'll get you
Yep,
good.
I do it every time.
Get you moist.
Gross.
Oh, man.
Moist.
One of my all-time favorite words.
Can we all just say that word really quick?
Yeah, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Moist.
All right.
This show will get you.
Perfect.
Okay.
We have just ruined at least 3
Wow.
listeners.
Wow.
We're not
Never
sorry.
coming back.
Never.
Nope.
I'm sorry to all
But
our
we
super
gained
fans.
6. So
I'm
there we
willing
go.
to-
There you go.
I'm sorry,
Can-
guys. I've ski-daddled past moist and slammed head on into swamp ass. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm willing to lose most of you to gain some of you.
there we go.
All right?
This is true, though. You think you're joking, but
Can
it's
we tag
absolutely-
this
No,
on our
I'm-
site under the
Trim
under
the
the
Fast
tag
and Furious
moist?
sucks?
You actually
fat, man.
you
Trim the
uninvited
fat.
me from this for
Gonna
many
watch that
months
video
ago.
No, you were banned.
Here I am.
Yeah, you were just straight up banned.
I still
So-
keep showing up.
Yes, you do.
What is this? What are we watching? This needs to
Funk
be for
Fridays.
episode 2, right?
Ryan Celsius Funk Fridays. That's what we're
Ryan.
watching.
My boy Ryan Celsius.
Yep.
It's your
So
boy.
some racing happened.
Well, we also
but
have to
we
thank
also have to thank our sponsor,
Yeah.
Steady
Oh, there we
Grub
go.
Clothing.
There you go. Almost fucked that one up.
I got it.
Getting way too hopped up on that Red Bull, son. Calm down.
Hey, I haven't hit the Red Bull yet. I'm still on the Diet Dr. Pepper.
Shit.
Man.
I'm just getting started.
He's
Oh.
over here cutting rugs on the sugar-free.
Rolling Dr. P balls deep.
Damn, son.
Super Saiyan Trent level 1.
Sorry, that was inappropriate.
You fool, this isn't even his final form.
That's true.
Anyway,
Jeez, if
Before
we're
we
talking
get-
anime, we need to add more breathing
Start
noises.
to get a little hard. It's time for Red Bull, baby.
We need to add more breathing noises like, That's like all anime is.
Just Gavin in the background screaming, trying to power up.
Yeah, there you go. And then I'll be like, with my amazed face,
well, hey, speaking of that, Choice Sports Japan just started following us on Instagram, so
Hey,
Hell
there we
yeah.
go.
we willed that into existence, ladies and gentlemen.
That happened.
And
I'm going to thank Joey for that
speaking
one.
of people that follow us on Instagram,
Duramax
Steady
life.
Broke.
And things you can will into existence.
Steady dot broke.
Yep, on all social media, steadybroke.com.
Mike is wearing the Broke AF shirt.
Yep.
I am wearing a limited edition Broke hat.
That's
that
one of
hasn't
one
hit
currently.
hasn't hit the streets yet.
No,
Love
very
it.
nice.
I
Trent's
want
on
it.
that limited edition
I dig
show.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-production.
Yep.
I'm going to jump you after the show as you walk to your Porsche Cayenne and steal it.
There you go. Yeah, just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams. Head over to steadybroke.com, get some stuff. It's back to school time. We all know how you're
Dude,
doing.
you got to look good when you go back to, even if it's back to work time.
Yeah.
If it's Monday, look good going back to Monday.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
get yourself that Depresso shirt. Have all your coworkers be like, "Oh, that's cool," and then like look a lot closer and see that it says Depresso on there.
Be like, why does it say Depresso?
Exactly.
Be like, well,
Because I'm here.
Why does the
More
Starbucks
espresso,
cup have
less
it?
depressed.
because I'm half depression, half espresso.
Zing.
Why does the Starbucks cup have a dead Starbucks fish on it?
Or
Mermaid,
if
whatever.
you're heading back to class, wherever the hell that may be, community college, proper university, high school, whatever. I don't know how you're living your life. You do you. Get yourself a Broke State University shirt. Those things are pretty rad.
Indeed they are.
Yes.
Word.
Yep. When you're done loading up your cart, use the coupon code CAMAUTO15. Save yourself 15% off your entire order.
Entire order.
Yep.
The whole thing.
Yep. That's
Not
only
just part of it.
That's only at steadybroke.com.
Bam.
Yep. Alrighty, gang.
Alrighty.
I think we've managed to screw that up. Sorry,
Yep,
Tommy.
pretty much.
Whatever.
Love you, Tommy.
That was amazing.
Miss you, buddy.
Well,
Hashtag miss you.
hey, you know who we missed, and do you know who? Whatever.
Right.
F1's back.
Hey!
That was
F1's
just
back. Summer break. F1's back in school.
There was
Yeah.
going to be something endearing for a moment, and then you just fucked it up. Just go ahead.
I
Take
know,
it.
that was-
I didn't
Take
say
it.
no,
anything.
that
Another
was
one.
me. That
You
was
did
all
it.
me.
Yeah, thanks, Dave, for trying to
I'm
place
still
blame on me
blaming
there.
you.
All right,
Yeah, you
whatever.
always will, and I
Yep.
appreciate that.
Yes.
So, they went to Belgium.
Oh, the Belgium Spa-Francorchamps.
Yes.
It's the greatest track in all of F1 history.
I do love Spa.
It is
so
an
much.
awesome
It's
track.
cool.
But
I could
favorite
use a
track.
spa.
something happened before the racing began.
Talk about
Okay.
Oh, many things.
Oh, yes.
Force India is no longer Force India.
They are now Racing Point Force India.
Which in
so
the notes,
basically they're Force India.
It's
yeah.
the team you know and love, except without any points,
But
because
if-
they had to give them up.
yeah,
Force India with some pepper on it.
yeah. But if you misread the notes in the agenda, it looks like it says RPF1. Looks like they became an Enki Will or Enkai or however you say it.
Nope. They
I
just-
you
I
know
say
what? I
Inky.
did think that was
Yeah, I
RPF1.
was like, oh, we're
I'm
talking
like,
about
what is he
RPF1?
talking about?
Oh, neat.
But,
No,
okay,
no.
yes.
yeah,
okay.
Racing Point.
Racing Point Force India. So, yeah, Lance Stroll's dad stepped in and saved the day.
Yep.
And they had to become a new team just because of
They're effectively a new entry into championship.
Absolutely, and they had to do this because of Vijay Mallya's legal issues with the Indian banks.
Yes.
So because Vijay Mallya is being sued by literally every bank and government institution in India for money laundering and tax evasion,
You know.
the Force
Like
India
you do.
team was recognized as an asset, so it could have actually been repossessed by the bank. So they did this to prevent that from happening. So it actually saved
Yeah.
all 400 jobs at
Yep.
Silverstone. I think they're based there in Silverstone.
Yeah,
itself.
out Silverstone.
Yeah. And so, yeah, they are there. Lawrence Stroll and team from Canada. So it's him and 3 other super rich Canadian dudes.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them are from his Tommy Hilfiger days, which Tommy Hilfiger himself is a huge car guy.
He really is.
Oh, yeah.
His Ferrari collection is amazing. It was on display in New York
Yeah.
as an art
Damn.
frickin'
Well, yeah.
show, which is beautiful itself. But
Quick
yeah.
side note, didn't Ralph Lauren also have kind of a similar thing?
He has
Because-
an amazing car collection.
Yeah, didn't he also, like, draw that? He's
Oh,
like,
did I say Tommy Hilfiger? I
Yeah,
meant
yeah.
Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was at Ralph Lauren. I'm sorry. Reverse that. Delete it.
Speaking of
Ralph Lauren.
old Ferraris,
Oh, yes.
Well,
you hear
we'll
about the one that I'm going to cut you off for a second.
okay.
The one that went up at auction.
Oh, yes, I did. That set a new record.
44 million?
But do you know that they kind of set the bar a little too high for that one and pegged it at $60 million? So it really disappointed in the performance, but it still set an auction price record. Let's be clear about this. private sales are not included in that
What was
record.
the one that went for like 70 mil?
That was a
That was a
private
private
sale.
sale.
Private sale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Private sale of a 250 GTO, one of 32.
This is the silver
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, that's a little further down. We'll get there.
We'll get
Sorry,
there.
Jeez,
I
Gavin.
I'm the excitable child. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are.
He's had a Zima and he's ready to go.
Damn.
I am ready to go.
Man.
Since you kind of ruined it, 48.4 million.
Yeah.
48. Okay.
Hammer price with fees.
Yep, driven by Phil Hill.
Phil Hill.
There's
history.
only 36 250 GTOs ever made.
36.
Yeah.
One of 7 with this coach bodywork, and only one of 4 that was upgraded by Scaglietti at the time.
Scaglietti.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So-
The most expensivest car.
Yep. And,
Ever.
So now we know how much they cost. Or at
44
least how
mil.
much they're insured for.
So
So
if you
much they
find-
cost to somebody.
If you find one in a barn in Idaho, contact us at mailbag.cambag.
We'll buy it for
bag.
$1 million. We'll easily give you $1 million.
Yeah, we'll
bucks.
give you
Yep.
$1 million for that.
We'll give you some free steady broke clothing.
There we go.
Yeah.
$1 million
Joey.
of steady broken
Attaboy.
cam automatic swag.
Anyway, back to the Formula One stuff.
Back to the
So-
Formula One. So Spa, great race, great
Well-
track. It's in a microcosm of its own, basically,
Yes.
environment in the forest of the Ardennes forest there in West Belgium. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful there. But it always rains,
Yes, like
And
it didn't qualify.
and it didn't qualifying, which really mixed things up. I mean,
Yeah.
Bottas he already had an engine penalty because
Yeah, he was already
Mercedes-
starting from the pit lane.
He was
so-
starting from the pit lane, but there was a lot of stuff. Ocon got third.
Yeah.
He pulled third in
Esteban Ocon.
for
The man who's
racing.
probably looking for a job now.
Oh, he is absolutely good job. Racing Point Force India, that was like they're always good there though because they have top line speed, right? The straight line speed is great in the Force India because they got that Mercedes power,
Yeah.
and they had that. And then that first corner. So can we talk about the race
Yes, let's
itself?
talk about
Yes.
the race now. Let's get into that.
So Hamilton took pole, which is a little bit of a surprise because Ferrari had them all weekend. They had FP1, FP2. Ferrari was the fastest throughout the entire weekend, which was awesome. Bodes well. It needs to happen. As a Tifosi myself, that's what I wanted to see.
They really needed it. They really needed it.
And Sebastian gave it away in Germany when he made that, asshat mistake and went off in the rain and just
it
totally threw away the championship at that point,
And
really.
it really looked like they were trying to just be like, all right, it's Sebastian versus Mercedes because they didn't give Kimi enough fuel to go back out for qualifying.
Yeah, they totally Ferrari'd it up, which is what they do. In qualifying is like, hey, you have gas for one lap. Good luck. Go get it.
Have fun.
And then the track just got faster as it does in F1. So
Yep.
they screwed Kimi. But anyways, back to the race. I love Spa because you have a straightaway. You start going uphill.
Yep.
And all they get to do is practice going downhill. So there's always some clutch issues, and it's a hand clutch in the F1 cars, right? So it's the bite point is all in the fingers. And so they don't really get the real feel for the race itself. So it's really awesome. And usually Hamilton has a horrible start. Every year before this year, he sucked, and it was awesome. But this year he got a decent start. Vettel got a good start. Everybody at the top got a good start. But, man, that turn one,
Oh, God,
Oh,
turn
yes.
one.
it's a tight chicane. You're going right into a freaking tight, 95-degree angle.
Okay, but imagine going up Eau Rouge in an F1 car.
Oh, my gosh. I would poop and pass out is what would happen. And I'm out.
Yep.
It
Into
would
the wall.
Code brown, and he's blacked out, and he's dead. Yep, but at least he died smiling. So, yeah, it was...
Covered in his own feces.
Yes.
Doing what he loved.
The way I want to go. The way I came in. Anyways.
Wow.
Hey, too much.
So-
Anyways. Jeez.
Anyway.
Oh, jeez, dark. Anyways.
Moving on.
So, yeah, turn one, and what happens? Frickin' Nico Hülkenberg locks up like a frickin' rookie.
The man
and-
who we keep saying it's going to be his year.
Never. I've
No.
never said that. Who said that? I'll
A lot
punch
of-
you in the face.
At the beginning of every season, everybody's
No.
like, no, this is going to be Hulkenberg's year.
No. He's
and then, no, it's never his year.
He's
He
a
just-
has-been that never was. Bless his heart. He's just never gotten the right car. That's
no,
his issue.
That was his problem.
Yeah. So, and that's
Anyway.
gone. He's too old now. Anyways, he ass-ended frickin' Fernando Alonso, of course, because McLaren sucks.
Yeah.
And flew over frickin' Leclerc's car.
Over Charles.
Yeah, over Charles Leclerc in the frickin' Alfa Romeo. And the halo proved its
Yes.
value.
Yes, the halo worked.
Literally saved the dude's life because that would have fucking
would have
taken his
been-
head off.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the car came up right over the back, turned sideways, and then hit the halo sideways, which
Yeah.
blew up the frickin' radiator. You saw the fluid fly over. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You should watch the wreck if you haven't seen it.
Yes.
Awesome. Everybody walked away. That's why I say that you should watch the wreck.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Well, watch the wreck from Brendan Hartley's onboard camera.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the gnarliest
That's
one.
amazing. Did you see the 360 camera
No.
on Leclerc's car?
Oh,
That's
no.
amazing.
Oh,
Look
God.
at that because it's actually on the nose of his car.
Yeah.
It turns back to catch everything,
Oh.
and you see an Alonso come boop, boop, boop right over, and that's where you're like, dude, that dude's head would have come right off.
Yeah.
Because the frickin' side pod of Fernando Alonso's car hits the halo and then bounces up.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, yeah, that was awesome. That was a testament to F1 not being dumb.
Yep. And
for
then,
once.
And then the rest of the race was rather boring.
It was, yeah, after turn one. But no. So then we go through Eau Rouge, and Hamilton's got the lead. Vettel's right behind him.
Yeah.
And then who's right there in the third? I think. Oh, yeah, third and fourth were both Force Indias. We had Perez and Ocon right there with them. Mm-hmm. And Hamilton thought, like, he was complaining about Ferrari's power, that they were just way more powerful than Mercedes, which, sad violin, whatever. Like, you haven't had the most powerful car for 4 years, dude. Come on. Get off your high horse. Anyways, so they're coming up Eau Rouge, and frickin' Vettel gets sweet old draft, pulling some NASCAR knowledge into Formula One here. Gets a draft right off of Hamilton, coming onto that huge straightaway.
Killer straight or whatever.
Yeah, which goes to turn 5 or whatever that's called.
Yeah.
And Vettel just frickin' bosses Hamilton, just blows right past him.
Yeah.
But here comes frickin' Ocon and Perez. They both got the same draft, and they're right there, and they're 4 wide into turn 5. And I'm just like, oh shit, this is going to end in tears. Just like when what happened to Hamilton, 3 years ago?
Smiles all around.
Yeah. 3 years ago, I think it was Kobayashi or someone sent him into the frickin' gates. It was awesome. But anyways, everybody was, wise and actually backed out. Ocon backed out because he was way deep on the inside. Knew he couldn't have the corner.
He was not going to do that.
Perez swung wide and actually had an opportunity to take Hamilton from the, from that angle. But then he saw that, Hamilton's coming over to me. We're going to end in, in tears if we don't back out.
It's going to be bad news.
And then that's pretty much when the race ended and Vettel won.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Just 38 laps later.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a great race. It was great to see Ferrari back in top form. Although Raikkonen got hit in that whole schlemazel there with Hülkenberg, his Raikkonen got a tire puncture from Danny Ricciardo, whose wing got taken out.
Who got smashed into by somebody else.
Yeah, and then he got pinched into turn 1. Ricciardo had nowhere to go. He just took the tire out.
Just total bumper cars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was like NASCAR, but with way more expensive cars that go way faster and are way better. No offense.
Yeah.
All the offense. Actually, yeah.
Totally offended.
Okay, good.
Whatever.
Yeah. Oh, you like NASCAR, Joey? You went to Japan.
Yeah, I love NASCAR.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I grew
Joey
up.
and I grew up on NASCAR.
Yeah, I grew up on NASCAR too, but then I evolved.
You grew up.
Progressed.
Ha.
And I realized that there's
Math
nothing.
is hard.
There's nothing that we gained from NASCAR. I mean, they just barely went to EFI. 3 years ago?
I wish they would go back to carburetors.
That's why I love you, Joey.
Yeah, well,
Dave is
gotta
constantly.
find a reason.
Dave is constantly flipping. I still watch
Bring back the G
when
body.
they do the road courses.
Yeah.
Bing.
Left
they
and
were.
right turns for those playing at home.
Really, they should have just stopped evolving in the 90s.
I just love the road rage.
I agree.
Yeah.
The road rage has become like preeminent in NASCAR.
Well,
it is literally promoting road rage.
And
They
that's the one problem I've had is I felt like there
getting-
was a point in time where there was just like a fight every weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
It's
I
getting
don't-
worse.
I don't want that's bad. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
No.
That's one thing.
Well,
I don't
and then
like.
the
It's not
on-track-
fucking it's not like 1995 Monster Jam.
Right.
It's fucking NASCAR.
Yeah, and the on-track bullshit that happens too. It's like, oh, this guy cut me off, so I'm going to freaking spin him. What does this mean? Am I going ahead?
Because
We're
they're
running-
going to play a thing.
Is that the agenda?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's the agenda.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We're
Sorry.
trying to stick to it.
We'll go back to F1. So that was the end of that. Ferrari won. Mercedes got second.
Yep.
Who got
Fucking
third? I can't
squirrels.
remember.
Red Bull.
Oh, yeah,
Verstappen.
Red Bull. Verstappen. But that was the most
Verstappen.
boring race for Verstappen. No one was around him. He was
Yeah.
20 seconds behind because the Renault motor, which Danny
that-
Ricciardo will be driving in for
Yep.
some reason.
That's why he ended up in third, is because he had no way to crash into and
Yeah.
And
get
he was
aggressive with.
fast. He was
Yep.
best of the rest. And then Force India came 4th and 5th, if I remember
Something like
correctly.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did really well. Oh, no, Bottas got 4th. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
F-
Yeah,
and
Bottas
then
got
5th
fourth.
and 6th.
He came
Perez
all the
and
way
then
from
Ocon.
17th all the way to the 4th place. But then, yeah, Perez, Ocon, and then the Haas boys, which everybody gives them shit because they're just Ferrari juniors. But
Yep.
I love them. They're the only U.S. team. We just need a U.S. driver, but not the reserve guy because he's a douche.
But speaking of Haas,
And speaking of American drivers,
Hey.
we're not getting one.
Nope.
yeah.
Thank goodness.
Look, there's rumors that Leclerc may sign with Haas for 2019
You know-
instead of going to Ferrari.
Which saddens me because they need to just park Kimi. They need to put him out to pasture and let that guy do whatever the fuck he does in his pastime, which is
Well-
probably just stare at a wall.
But you're
Scared of all
just
drink.
prejudiced
Rage
against
drink.
him
Lots of
because
drinking.
he's been around for a while. He's
No,
getting
he
in
is-
podiums.
He is by far the
For
greatest.
like-
Listen.
For like a second tier team,
Yeah.
he would be a huge upgrade.
Sure,
would be
he
a
would
number-
get a lot of second places for them. He's
would be a
the
number-
greatest. He is the greatest number 2 driver to have ever lived.
Yes, and that's
And
why
I want him to be remembered as such. He's just a piece of awesome shit that
Well-
needs to go away, go back to NASCAR Truck Series, and enjoy himself there.
I
or
just,
do
I
World
just don't
Rally.
understand.
I don't care.
I don't understand why you would hate him so much to be on another team
Because he's old, he's done, and I want to see a future. I want to see Ferrari invest.
Okay,
in the
You
future,
need to have
and they're not.
Seb needs to-
Vettel's got 2, maybe 3 years good left in him.
yeah.
but
So then,
Haas could be on the podium if Kimi went to Haas.
No, he would never go to Haas.
I'm just saying, like you
No, he's
You have
done
to
after
understand,
this.
he's still a good driver.
He is a
You're
great
just
driver.
prejudiced against him.
He's just the greatest
I'm just
number
trying
2.
to help you realize that.
No, I want to see 2 number 1s. I want to see.
you're never going to see 2 number 1s.
Well,
that is
okay, let me
never going to
rephrase it.
happen.
I want to see an investment in the future. That's something that Ferrari has not done in the last 10 years.
And they will not do that until Seb is on the downswing.
Which is stupid of them.
Yep.
Which is why they'll have another drought of 8+ years of shit unless their car gets better.
Well, that's,
Which, depending on what happens in 2021,
they are falling very much into the trap that a lot of like other pro teams fall into, and it is don't upset the star.
Yeah.
So, that's why the Lakers are in the position that they're in. Because you had Kobe in the twilight years running off every free agent and rookie.
Yep. But now it's LeBron's team.
Yep.
So. But yeah, I would have loved to see Leclerc because he's earned it. I mean, he has raced really well. The first 7 races, he scored points.
Yeah.
Which Williams can't even say for the entire season. That team's shit.
This kind of goes along with the Ricardo thing that we talked about, where maybe he just wants to have his own team.
Right.
Maybe Leclerc's going to Haas to be the star of Haas.
But here's the question, like Magnussen has clearly entrenched himself in that team. He scored all the points aside from one race where finally, or excluding Spa, where frickin' Roman Grosjeans didn't wreck into someone or just fuck it all up like he always does. That piece of shit needs to go. But ask me how I really feel about that guy. Yeah, I would love to see that battle. I think it would be a step up from Sauber, to be honest with you. Obviously, we know that because, Haas is actually in the 4th, 5th spot pretty regularly. But anyways, that's F1. If you're not a fan, I'm sorry. I just wasted, 10, 15 minutes of your life, Dave?
Right.
What are we
Never going to get that back.
Yeah. Go ahead and send that.
Never going to give you up.
Send an IOU to the email address, which is
mailbag at camautomag.com.
Say pizza with the title, Pizza Dad, you owe me X amount of minutes.
There
I'll
you
go
go.
ahead and pay that back to you.
Beautiful.
That was about 12.
But also give F1 a try. It's great. It's a great watch. It's
Speaking
a great
of
season.
F1 tracks, Coda
Ooh,
might be getting an IndyCar race.
that would be
Fucking
awesome.
finally.
Why hasn't it happened yet?
Because of Texas Motor Speedway. And the promoter at Texas Motor Speedway says, oh, well, you have a contract with us. And if you
Right.
want to go to Coda, that's great. You can't come back to Texas Motor Speedway.
Well, screw Texas Motor
So
Speedway.
were they
Well-
fuck them?
Well, a lot of IndyCar fans were like, yeah, well, fuck that place. It's always a boring-ass race.
Yeah.
Nobody shows up. Fuck that
It's a big oval, right?
Yeah, it's another super speedway that these cars should not be racing on, by
No.
the way.
Yeah, no, never.
Real quick update, Robert Wickens.
Doing well?
He's awake. He's speaking with his family, but we still don't know how bad the spinal injury is.
Oh, jeez.
So-
But the new fence did a good job. I'm not going to lie. Like,
I mean-
watching the wreck,
Yeah.
if we remember back, was it the Indy 500 where we lost the last driver?
No,
the
it was
British?
No,
it was at Pocono.
Oh, it was
In that very turn like 3 years
Oh,
ago.
jeez.
Dan Weldon.
Not Dan Weldon.
Yeah,
No,
It was,
yeah, it was Dan Weldon.
no, there was somebody, Dan Weldon was at Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this one, there was,
It
God.
was someone else. Anyways.
Anyway, yeah. No, so,
Well, that'd be awesome. That's such a sick track, and that'd
Well-
be so great for those cars.
and a lot of the Indy teams do test there.
Yeah.
Like the previous generation of the Aero kits, they were both tested at Coda.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, no, the promoter at Texas Motor Speedway is like, well, if you want to go to Coda, you can never come back here. And a lot of us are like, well, fuck the super speedway things. These cars are not meant for that. So,
No, yeah. Let's do what they're built for.
yeah,
So there's a chance.
there is a chance.
There's a chance it
Yeah.
could be actually
So,
on
yeah,
the greatest track in
part
America.
Part of that contract, they're saying, may allow for another Texas race.
Yeah.
It's been reported that they signed a new contract with Texas Motor Speedway.
Right.
So it's possible that you could see both in Texas rather than Texas Motor Speedway going away.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's been several discussions over the last few days with Coda's owner, and it's looking promising at the moment, especially since they dropped the Phoenix race.
Which is
Um,
fucking terrible track.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know why
that's-
anybody goes there for anything.
It's not a very big track either.
It's not a big track. It's weirdly laid out.
Yeah.
Like every year they always have to keep re-prepping the track.
Well, yeah,
like,
the concrete shit or whatever, the tarmac, whatever they use.
yeah,
is just
no. Like, can we
total shit.
just agree that we should not be racing in Phoenix?
Yeah, I think UDOT services
For
that
any
track.
reason ever
Like,
whatsoever.
I'm pretty sure UDOT services that track.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
jokes.
Hey.
Anyway,
Wasn't it Peggy Hill that said Phoenix is a testament to man's ignorance?
yeah, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Albuquerque. These are all all emblems of man's
Blessed
hubris.
be you, Peggy Hill.
Blessed be thou.
Yes.
Yep. So,
Well, there you go. Let's hope
Yeah.
that happens.
yeah, hopefully. So, God
Wow.
willing.
God willing.
God
Speaking
willing.
of God willing,
Oh,
Hey.
well,
Oh.
hey, real quick. There's a new McLaren GT3 car. The 720S is getting a GT3 treatment. It's already in testing.
I approve.
Yep.
I dig
So-
it.
Cool. But let's see some financial stability on the business side. That's what I would like to see.
Well, speaking of finances,
Yeah, good luck.
It'll cost you
like five.
$565,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Holy shit.
But
Yeah.
man, 720Ss are flying off the shelves. Like,
Yeah.
So how
they're also just
McLaren-
flying in general.
it's got to be a bargain
yes.
at $500,000 then.
Yeah, I mean, that's about a
the car's already worth $300,000.
You're
A
right.
new GT3 car, like, will run you about $450 to
Okay.
$500,000, depending on which car it is you're getting.
So that's actually
But-
not a bad value, though.
But I've
honestly.
heard this, like, Pirelli World Challenge was just in Utah, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It was a great
Yeah.
series. Love to see it. No McLarens whatsoever because I heard...
they were running in the GTS. They were running the GT4 spec 570S.
So the
Right.
thing, like, as the K-Pax
But I mean,
cars?
yeah, the K-Pax cars,
Yeah,
going back
K-Pax
to
went
the
to Bentley.
620s.
No, K-Pax went to Bentley.
Yeah, but
the
they
same
were.
cars,
they were.
though.
Yeah,
they
they
were
were
620s.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why I heard they left is because the actual customer support from McLaren sucks so bad.
Which
Really?
And I heard this from someone who was actually shopping and ended up buying a Super Trofeo Lamborghini Huracan.
Yeah,
you
which
all know
is-
who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah,
but he's
yeah.
like, he shopped McLaren. He's like, oh my god, I heard nothing but like horror stories from actual owners of McLaren race cars because the
yeah.
McLaren Works
No, like-
support sucks.
Arguably, the best
So
support you're
strange.
going to get will be from either Audi or Porsche if you're
Right.
trying to get into like a
Yeah.
proper
Oh, yeah.
GT3 car.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Well, yeah,
And then-
Audi out of the box is just like
Yeah,
amazing.
I mean Audi's everywhere. So
there's
Audi,
a reason.
Audi and Porsche are everywhere, and then, well, shockingly, there weren't a lot of Audis this year.
No, there's only one or two.
There were
There's
two.
only two. Yeah, in the sprint class.
Yeah. So
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah,
Well, at
it
least
looks-
it doesn't.
looks great.
At least it doesn't look like the Senna.
Yeah.
Hey,
Damn,
Cheap
shots
shot.
fired.
Yep.
Cheap shot.
abomination.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
look at that, though.
Well, I mean, to
This
be
is
fair,
great
the
for
Senna
our
is
audio
ugly.
listeners, but
It's
no,
The
my
Senna
God.
is ugly.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Why would you-
objectively,
it is.
objectively, it's ugly.
Why would you
Yes,
tarnish
but
the name of
I've
that?
heard the most amazing things from people who've driven it.
I'm sure it's great.
So, you've heard.
Yeah.
It looks like that for a reason.
Yeah, you've heard
Yes.
that from 3 people then, because like how many people have honestly driven a Senna?
Chris Harris drove
Yeah,
it.
okay, not including the press.
So CJ Wilson
Oh.
drove it.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's not
and
press.
No.
He's not press.
Yeah, but
he's
a-
rich
he's a-
as fuck, but he's not
Yeah.
press.
He's also got an amazing P1.
He
Yeah.
does.
And,
And the Mets
so
are really
he
looking
said
at him.
he said the braking is amazing. He's like you go on like a P1,
Right.
Let's say you brake 150 meters before the turn. On the Senna, it's 50.
Wow.
Like it is
Jesus.
Yeah.
ridiculous distance.
face
Yes.
ripping braking.
He's like it goes against all feelings, of-
Logic.
Yeah, all logic.
All the
but you
things.
just stab that brake and it just comes to a stop.
Well,
Okay,
I don't
but
doubt
Holy
the
Tuesday
technicals.
Tuesday, Batman.
I don't doubt the technicals. That is amazing. That is a Tushy Tuesday. Looking at the 720. Is that what they're gonna? What are they gonna call
it's
this?
720S GT3.
There it is.
Yeah.
Booty.
Yeah.
That's sexy. That is
Yeah.
a good looking car, and I love the McLaren orange. I'm not going to lie. I
Yeah,
love
no,
that they've
that's-
returned to that.
Yeah.
for sure.
But that
wish
is
they would-
probably, that's probably going to be a thing that you won't see much of in the States.
Yeah.
So just because for some odd reason outside of Europe,
Yeah,
yeah, the McLaren, like you were saying,
the support sucks.
yeah, but in
From what I've heard, bless
in-
you, McLaren.
But apparently in Europe and Asia,
Amazing,
yeah, but here in
Yeah.
the States where
racist.
Weird.
arguably there might be a better customer base,
Yeah.
because if you look at some of the GT3 and GT4 racing in Europe,
Yeah,
it is dominated by Audis and Porsches.
right.
But over here, it is whatever the fuck you can get your hands on.
Yeah, that's why I
So-
love our series.
Yeah.
We have such diversification in there. It's amazing.
Speaking of getting your hands on things,
Hey,
Oh, yes.
head on over to CamAutoSwag.com.
Hey.
We got some exciting things in
we
there for
have
you.
had 3
Smooth.
new products this past week.
Yes.
I'd like to
Indeed.
change my answer.
Yes.
Yes.
We've got the Chevette I'd like to change my answer shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
We have onesies.
We now have onesies.
Oh,
we
I'm
did
buying
not
that
realize,
immediately.
Yeah.
We did not realize
I'm
the
buying
market
that
we were
immediately.
missing out on.
So clearly, all you people who are
So
either
thank you.
procreating by
Yes.
choice or because, you
Or
know.
not.
Yeah. Pull out game week, but onesie game strong.
Yes.
Gee.
So thank you to those who have already ordered that.
Yes.
And
really-
then we also
Possibly our greatest achievement.
yes today put up our Mount Canmore shirt.
Yes.
And it
We
is
have
glorious.
erected
All right.
Mount Canmore.
Mm.
No more Zima for you.
Wow.
I'll drink a Zima to that.
Damn.
There we go. All right. But yeah, that's all over at CamAutoSwag.com. By the way, shout out to Hans Guzman, some Canadian kid.
Yes. Like huge order today.
Yeah, he just bought a shit ton of stuff.
I
Nice.
appreciate it, and
Yeah.
not his first order either.
No.
So Hans, hit me up, mailbag at camautomag.com.
Yeah.
I wanna talk to you.
I'm not 100% sure he's actually listening, but whatever. He liked the picture of the Winnebago I posted today, so
Yes!
whatever.
But that was a really sweet Winnebago.
It's
It's a
still parked.
sweet-ass
It was
Winnebago.
still parked over at the Smiths when I went to go pick up the cake today.
Beautiful.
Meth lab.
I was going to say that would make a dope-ass meth lab.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. Anyway, yeah, Camo.
It's not a bounder. Can't be a meth lab if it's not a bounder.
That's true.
All right.
A late 80s bounder.
It's a math lab then.
Cam Autos,
It's the Mathnasium on wheels.
CamAutoswag.com. Come on, guys.
There
I'm a
we go.
mathlete, not an athlete.
Moving on.
I've got the body of a mathlete.
Goddamn. All right.
Anyway, so into the news.
Yes.
So kicking us off
Good
is
news.
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
They are hinting.
Hyundai.
They're hinting at an electric N model.
Ooh.
Well, you go, Korea.
So
You go.
Is this
You
like
go,
the
girl.
CT200H F Sport?
So, yeah,
No.
is this kind
No.
of like the Nismo Leaf?
Oh, don't get
Yes.
don't get me hot and bothered like that. So the Ioniq, a Prius competitor, may get an N version.
I like the look of it.
As it should. I mean, they're kind of cool looking.
Yeah, they're not bad, but,
But isn't that all it is looks?
It's an electric car. What do you expect?
well, we don't
You
know.
bigger
can't
batteries.
actually drive cars on
They're-
Instagram.
they're
You
just-
look at cars on
More
Instagram.
kilowatts?
They're just hinting at this, so we don't know details yet. But all the N models have been like what M used to be,
Yeah, the N
or
is-
what AMG used to be. Like it was actual performance added, not
Yeah.
badges. So they're also talking about having a couple of their SUVs join the N lineup, the Kona N,
Oh,
and
that'd
the,
be cool,
and
actually.
the Tucson N.
Which, yeah, I think that, the Kona specifically would be kind of cool.
The Kona would be
There's a
kind of
funky
cool.
car already.
It is.
But what was also cool is they also introduced the Kona EV this week, and it has 258 miles of range on it, which
Right,
is
which
pretty
is
impressive.
Blowing its competition out of the
Yeah.
water.
Not bad.
From something that nobody talked about, and all of a sudden, here you go, and it's better than a Bolt that they talked about for years before,
Thank you, Korea.
and Model 3.
It's true. I mean, Hyundai and Kia are like pulling all kinds of crazy shit out of their
Yeah.
ass lately. It's
I
wonderful.
wish we got the i30, and
Me too.
that'd be awesome.
Who's to say we may not?
No,
I think we will
we'll get
eventually.
No,
I think we will. We'll
Aren't-
probably see the
We
end
have,
of
we have the
first
Veloster
generation.
N
well,
now.
yeah.
I bet we'll get a facelift version of the first generation late in the game,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we'll get a second gen.
Yeah, like a halfway through.
Yeah, we'll get a second gen that'll just blow everything else out of the water.
Then we won't get it for another like 5 years. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe. I don't know. I think Hyundai and Kia have been playing their cards pretty smart.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah,
not.
they're doing
They're
a
not
pretty good
revealing
job.
the whole deck yet.
playing
I
it
think
close,
they- I think
close
they
to the
got-
chest.
They got a lot more up their sleeve. I think they've got a couple of spades hiding up there.
I mean, I really hope they listen to our podcast episode about putting the 360 horse 3.3 turbo in a small thing.
Yeah, they really
and
need
not
to-
a big thing.
Yeah, they really need to listen to last week's episode.
Hyundai, Kia, what up?
Yeah.
Hyundai Cars North America started following you.
Hell
It's the American formula. You get the big engine, you put it in the small car.
Yeah.
Trust us,
Exactly.
we know what we're talking about.
That is the
We
modern
invented a-
definition
Hot
of
rodding.
the muscle car.
Yeah, we invented the hot rod.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But
Just
just listen to us.
like we invented the minivan, but Japan made it better.
Not wrong at all.
Not wrong.
It's
Deep.
not
No.
always the best to be first to market.
No, it's not.
Also deep.
iPod, not the first to market. Kind of took over. Anyway, I killed that one. So,
Shout out to-
speaking of things that don't have a Hyundai in them,
Shout out to Del DJ.
I killed
Yeah.
that.
Way to go, Trent! You're
Yeah.
totally the Zune with the rest of the iPods.
Thanks,
thank
buddy.
you. They're
No, he's a
coming.
Del DJ.
They're coming out
Damn.
with a.
Don't talk shit on the DJ.
Hey, it was all about the Rio. That was the
Goddamn.
original MP3 player.
God.
Oh, that's bringing it back. Oh, that's full circle to a time I want to forget. That's why I'm drinking Zima.
So, Grand Tour,
Oh, hey.
they're coming out with a video game.
That's going to be interesting.
Hey, this
Yeah.
is actually really
That will be
sweet. I was just peeking
It's-
over Joey's
yeah,
shoulder
it's
and
a
looking at
very
a game
cool
trailer.
I
concept.
was kind of looking at it.
Yeah.
Very cool concept. They're actually coming out with episodes of the game to coincide with the episodes of the show.
Which I kind of think is a pretty nifty gimmick.
Yeah.
Episodic gaming's not really a new thing, but an episodic racing game.
Right. That is weird. I mean, the episodic thing I don't actually hate in practice. Because I've done it a couple of times with a couple of different games, and I don't really hate that. Hitman was successful.
Right.
Life is Strange was amazing. I don't care who you are.
All the Telltale games when they finally, stop being broken.
Yeah, well, when they learn how to code. When they decide to upgrade their game engine.
At the end of the season, when they've fixed all the bugs.
Yeah.
The Telltale games are great.
Yeah, well, and it's strangely, you'd think this would be handled by Telltale, because they have every license under the fucking sun. This is Amazon Game Studios, which I have to admit I was not really aware was a thing, but it does make me wonder if like Prime members might get a hookup.
Maybe.
I bet that happens for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think that guarantees that happening, actually.
Yeah,
Right.
hopefully. I mean, Amazon did kill off some of their sweet Prime gaming things. So
Like the
pre-order discount
thing, yeah. Which, luckily, I got my last pre-order of the year before they killed that off. So
yeah, there you go.
I'd managed to skip past that. One good thing, though, 4-player split screen.
That's good. More couch co.
I'm really glad they're bringing what I like to call the party mode.
Yeah, LAN party. Bring the LAN party back.
It's modern Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Or original shit. What's the Xbox game that everybody played? The first person shooter that everybody liked? Halo. Thank you. Yeah, that was a senior moment. But anyways,
go.
It's been a minute.
It's like first year. I used to have LAN parties all the time, dude. We'd bring our network cables. We'd hook up 4 boxes, and we'd have 16 dudes going.
I was into LAN parties back when that whole picture circulated the internet about the guy duct taped to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
you've never what?
I'm surprised I haven't seen this.
Oh,
maybe I have.
I think you have.
Joey, haven't you
guarantee
seen
you
all
have.
things internets?
Aren't you one with the memes?
I am a meme.
he really is.
I'm a living meme.
No. I mean,
all I do are watch Vines.
Damn.
Do it for the Vine.
Oh.
All right, calm down.
Rest in peace.
So yeah, the game launches on Xbox One and PS4 when the 3rd season launches.
Which is
sometime.
Eventually.
Maybe the future.
Maybe, but is it going to have Richard, Jeremy, and friggin' Captain Slow in it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They're voicing in it.
Noise.
So. I'm hoping that you can, like, Mario Kart style, pick them as characters to drive your car with.
That would be,
that
that
would
would
be
awesome.
cool. I hope it starts out with tonight.
Like Mike Skinner is player 4.
Oh, jeez. The fat American.
Unlockable DLC right there.
Okay, you see now I'm at a personal conflict because I would really want to play Mike Skinner, but I also really want to play Captain Slow.
Yeah, I'd be slow.
Because I feel like
me for Captain Slow.
I feel like I identify on a personal level with James May.
Well, yeah, you're
no, but you are definitely more Mike Skinner.
You all,
though,
well, duh.
Yeah.
I mean,
for obvious reasons.
You all call me the Clarkson, but I don't have near as large a hammer collection.
No, I'm the Clarkson because, as he states, he is allergic to manual labor. So,
well, yeah,
well, or James May
fitting.
because James May has sworn off running.
He will not run on television.
Yeah,
he has before though. He did later on.
He did last season, I think.
Yeah.
The only one GQ enough to be the hamster is Gavin. So.
Oh hush.
Oh yeah.
Well, and he's young. And
I'm
small.
also short.
Yeah. Small.
How many times have you crashed your car? By the way,
the current car?
Any car?
Yeah. Well,
I remember that snow drive you went with Rob.
Oh God!
Nosed
Does
in.
that count?
That counts.
Well,
Does that count?
If you have to
Okay,
be pulled
so
out, that
so
counts.
he's having to think about how many times he had to crash. So yes, you can be Hammond.
Okay.
On a scale from
I've
0
never
to
crashed-
incredible insurance liability, where do you land?
I'm about right where your mic is.
Mitsubishi Evo.
Correct.
Shit.
I would like to change my answer. Chevette.
1980
Okay, you know what, guys? I'm going to start looking for an 80 Chevette, and I'm going to
you
buy
please?
one.
Do
and
it.
We're going to make it the reasonably priced car.
If
you see that
if you
one?
can find one for like $500, we're doing a giveaway.
Well, someone posted a
Straight
video.
up, we'll give it
Perfect.
to We'll give it
Or
to
it's
someone.
the rolling podcast car.
Yeah, no, we just
No.
bought that in the Porsche Cayenne right over there.
no, we can't. We can't do it in the Chevette. We need something that will not break down when we are far away.
didn't
from
you
home.
see
That would make for great
Didn't you see
radio.
the video, Dave?
That's the thing. It won't
The
break away far away.
427?
Break down far away from home. It'll break down before we get out of the street.
There was an
It'll break down before we get it here.
LS6 swap Chevette, totally stock, bone stock looking exterior, but a freaking beast motor inside of it.
Twin turbo LSX.
I have seen that.
Yeah, that
yes.
was amazing.
Yes.
We need to do a twin turbo LSX.
Yeah, in a
454.
Chevette. Yeah.
I'm pulling up KSL right now. I want to see how many Chevettes are listed.
All right.
If
You-
there is one for
So-
$500,
okay,
we need to get
so-
it.
My guess
While-
is 0.
while Dave
While he
does that,
yes. As the resident young person here, Gavin, how likely would you be to work at a car dealership?
Oh, what a great segue. Not very likely. It would kind of have to be like a Porsche, like a brand that I really do identify with and that I really do like.
So you're saying the dealership life is not lit?
It's not on fleek, as the kids say.
I am very disappointed in KSL because both of the vehicles listed as Chevettes are in fact C3 Corvettes.
Correct. Awesome.
I mean, it's the
That's
Chevette.
amazing.
Never before has
the
I been
Chevette of the
disappointed by a
Corvette
C3
lineup, so-
Corvette.
Dave KSL
Wait, I'd like
is-
to change that.
Dave-
Yet another time I've been disappointed by the C3 Corvette.
There we
can't-
go.
I can't remember the last time I saw a Chevette in the wild.
KSL is too high class. Check Craigslist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casual
no.
encounters.
No.
Like 2
You-
weeks
you're-
ago,
no.
I saw a Chevette
You
on
check
the road.
back
Really?
pages.
running.
Yeah,
Wow.
thrifty nickel.
Driving.
You're checking back pages for the Chevette.
Yeah.
Misconnections.
Oh, God.
I was the guy driving the gray Chevette.
You
Hey, so
Chevette.
I wasn't the girl you were looking for, but I want to talk to you about your Chevette.
Yeah, is that for sale?
We can figure out something.
So,
Anyway.
anyway, shocker. Young people don't want to work at car dealerships.
Why is that?
You know what's funny is I've known a lot of my friends have worked at dealerships.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
am I not a
I
young
bought a car
person?
from
You're
Cole.
not a young person.
You did.
I bought my Leaf from Cole.
What are you gonna do? Fuck.
Oh, you're young.
I worked at a dealership, and I can tell you it wasn't as bad as everybody says it is, but it was not great.
It's not a pleasant
Less than
experience.
ideal.
That's a job.
Yeah.
Well, it's a sales job. I
It's
mean,
long
Yeah.
hours.
anything sells.
Long
sucks.
hours, low pay.
Yeah.
And you're expected to work constantly. But anyway, the interesting thing, Nissan dealerships, as an average, 100% turnover year over year.
Wow.
Wow.
So don't work at a Nissan dealership.
place, man.
No,
I don't
so
need this.
the funny thing is, so I've
fucking
talked
sucks.
about how I looked at a Titan before I bought my Ram.
Yeah.
Like, second line out of this kid's mouth. I mean, he was a kid. He's like, "Hey, welcome to Nissan. What are you
Welcome
looking
to
for?"
Chili's.
Yeah. Well,
Welcome to
I
Chili's.
mean,
How many in your
Nissan.
party?
Yeah.
Sorry, welcome to Chili's. I mean, fucking Nissan.
I'm
Who's
wearing
been
all
delivering
this-
for carry out?
So after I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm just here to look at Titans." Oh, Titans are great, man. I just bought one. They didn't even check my income verification.
Oh, geez.
What?
Damn.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
All right, say
You
one of many
immediately
things.
turned around and
All
walked
right.
out.
All right, son, let's party. Let's see what we can do.
Sweet.
Okay, bye.
Let's get that GTR
So-
loaded up, yo.
Suddenly, Mike is interested in a Nissan product. He's about to get himself a 370Z. No.
No.
Great car.
Anyway,
Great
yeah.
car.
Sorry,
But-
I'm allergic to bullshit.
Millennials feel
Which
like
part of that was bullshit, Dave?
All of it.
Doesn't matter. I'm sneezing.
All right.
millennials feel like the sales model is outdated, and
Well,
frankly,
What,
it is.
buying
Yeah,
it
really.
in person?
And then
I mean-
sitting
If I
for 3
can't
hours
order
waiting.
it on Amazon, I don't fucking
Yeah.
want it.
Or even just
The
like,
fuck?
I can't go. Why do I have to do this song and dance? Why can't I just go and be like, yes, I want this?
I want to
Yeah.
click it and I want to
Yeah.
buy it and I want
What?
to show it to my fucking house.
But
Yeah.
it's true. It's still that
Like-
way. When we bought my wife's car, we went in with the
I
money.
wanted
We,
to show up in a UPS van.
yeah. I don't want to talk to
Assemble
anybody.
it yourself.
But we had to wait
Yeah.
2 hours for the stupid manager to come through
Yeah,
and approve
like-
the deal. We're like, what do we
Why-
have all the money. Let's do this. Here
Why-
it is. Let's
yeah.
go. We want to go home.
Cash
now.
in hand.
It was
Or
so
like,
dumb.
yeah, it's like I have a cashier's check from my bank,
Yeah.
so you know this thing is good because
Yeah.
they wouldn't give it to me if it wasn't.
But let me talk to my manager 2 hours later.
Wait, why? Why? Wait, where are you going, child? Excuse me.
It's a
Come
closed-
back.
It's a closed deal. Why are you doing this game? You know this.
Are you playing Fortnite back there?
Yeah, yes, he was. He was insane.
That there's more truth to that than you know.
I love fork knife.
Fork knife.
You damn children, your fucking dances. God.
Fork knives.
Anyway,
Floss.
Who said that? That was genius, by the way.
Fuck. Joey's flossing.
He is.
God
And he did a
damn.
good
I
job.
told you I am the memes.
Live and breathe memes.
memes.
You freaking nailed it too. Good job.
this is wasted on an audio medium.
Homebred.
Yes.
Homebrewed memes.
Anyway,
Start recording the story.
Goddamn.
Well, moving on
Get
to
Joey
some,
flossing.
Well, maybe
While sitting.
if millennials worked at the right dealership, maybe they'd be happy. Maybe one that sold, I don't know, the new Lamborghini Aventador SVJ.
Oh, segue!
There
Yeah.
we go.
So Lamborghini pulled the covers off the Aventador SVJ,
Ooh,
the Yota.
yada.
So 770 horsepower,
Jeez.
530-pound Fiat torque.
Is it still a
Fastest car.
V12? Is it still a V12?
Naturally aspirated V12. Yes. It is the last naturally
And
aspirated
it's
V12.
the fastest car around the Nürburgring.
Sad face.
Fastest car around the Nürburgring, which we mentioned last week.
At a rate of, what was the time on that?
644.
644.
But they will also be building 63 special edition versions that basically have extra carbon fiber and graphics.
There was one that actually was unveiled at Pebble.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Car Week.
Yeah.
Nice.
I said that.
Well, Johnny was there. A couple of people were there. Chance was there.
Anyway.
ADD.
I'm no longer proud
Chance
of
and Paul
your
from Everyday
purchase.
Driver were there.
Chance were there.
Come on! I bought a Porsche. What else do you want from me?
I love you, Trent.
So they're making 900 total, but then they're doing 63 special?
Yes, that is included in the 900.
Oh, I see.
So 900 total, and
63
then I
special.
can't do the math.
Now
900
that-
minus 63.
837.
837.
So why did they decide 63 was the number for the special unit?
1963 is the year that Lamborghini was born.
Oh, thanks to Ferrari. You're welcome.
Yeah, so
True story.
They are making 63 special editions.
It's true.
But yeah, it looks aggressive. I had somebody mention this, and it stuck with me since. It kind of looks like Lamborghini's making aftermarket body kits and sticking it on their new
I
vehicles.
kind of agree, and I
Little
hate
bit.
the nostrils.
Yeah.
I hate the
Oh,
nostrils.
is there a picture? I need to look
Yeah,
at the picture.
so
the nostrils
it's
make me
the-
mad.
It's part of the ALA
Oh, yeah.
2.0 system for their active aerodynamics.
Yeah.
But you would look at that and you would think that's a Haman kit.
Or a Velside. That's a
Or
Velside.
I mean-
Fighting Star.
It's
I
a
mean-
Velside.
I've seen Mansory do worse.
Well,
Zing.
yes,
Oh,
of
but that's
course.
everything.
They're not quite there
But
yet.
everything they do is worse.
Who doesn't want a pig nose Aventador?
But like the side blade and the ginormous red J, it kind of
I don't
feels
want. I don't want
feels
that.
a little
Okay.
bit kick car to me.
Yeah, I get that.
It's a
Especially
bit
on the front,
cheeky
the
for
front
sure.
flip. Yeah, I see that.
But also Lamborghini is cheeky.
But
In their styling.
the rear end, like a straight on rear
What's
view.
the most
that
cliche
is-
It
thing?
does look good.
What's the most cliche thing ever said about a Lamborghini? About how it has gills and it needs machine guns and lasers pointing out of it. This is
I've never
this
heard
is,
that. But okay.
I mean,
Really?
That's
Yeah.
okay, but the
Really.
nostrils are taking it too far.
I think it's
That's
cool.
it, just the nostrils. That's my only problem.
Yeah, I see. I think this is more Lamborghini than anything they've ever done before.
I think it's cool they brought the
This is-
blown rear
It
wing.
is. It
from
is an
the-
eventful car.
Yes.
And
It
that's,
is a vent and a door.
Hey,
Okay.
what should we name this one? Well, there's a vent and a door.
Zing.
I hate you.
wow.
That's after a bowl.
No, honestly, this is very Lamborghini, and I applaud them for it.
I think it looks cool, but
can
I
agree
agree.
with that.
it does
Yeah.
look kit carish.
It's very Lamborghini.
Or
But we're
body
not.
kiddish.
We're never going to get one because first of all, we're not 900. We're not Lamborghini's 900th best
You're
customer.
not good enough.
No.
or better.
Well, and I'm a Ferrari guy.
And I
so-
don't have
Yeah, you're dragging us down.
$517,000. So
How much?
$517,000
It's hard to do with this group.
base price.
Fuck you, Lamborghini. You only started because my God told you to start. Anyway,
Because
that's
Your God?
Yeah,
the tractor
Enzo.
guy said
Plot
I could do
twist,
this
there is no
better.
God.
he who shall be named. Anyways,
Guys,
that's a cool car.
Let's listen to Dear Leader.
644.
the commies have built a goddamn electric brick.
Whoa,
Much better. Much
Yes.
better.
It
much
looks
more
so
pertinent
cool.
news.
a hybrid Volvo.
Close.
Sort of.
Oh yes,
Close.
The body, so
Gavin, pull up pictures of this thing
It,
and
it,
show
look,
them
it looks
to,
like a
show them
small
to Dad.
wagon version of the new Bronco. I'm going to be
right?
honest with you.
So Kalashnikov, the people who brought you the AK-47
oh wow,
and other various Russian arms over the years,
Kalashnikov. Yes.
Yep.
Kalashnikov.
they have built this thing called the CV1. The body looks like another 70s era communist car.
It's literally a
Yes.
slammed Lada Niva with a Tesla
It is
motor.
absolutely a Lada, and I want it.
I mean, I'm
awesome.
down.
So right now,
In a couple years' time, we'll see that on dash cam video getting hit
Yes.
because it
Turning
decides
left.
to take a left from the right lane.
Sock and show.
wow, all right.
Come on, Trent. Tell us how you
so
really feel.
here. There. One of those, I
No,
promise.
get him a Zima. Get him a Zima.
Take a hit, pass it down.
I'll stick to my water and Red Bull.
Puff, puff, pass.
You know, if I put
Have you
this in
been
your water
drinking green
bottle,
tea
you
Mountain
won't
Dew all
notice.
god dang day?
What?
Anyway,
You won't notice this isn't water until after it's in your mouth.
I am keeping my water close to my chest now.
Anyway, as Trent cuddles his water. So this thing will do 217 miles an hour, apparently.
What?
No, 217
Range.
miles
Mile
range.
range.
Oh, no. I
There's
got
not a
that wrong.
speed thing. That's
No.
a distance thing.
Zero,
Well,
zero
0
to
to 60 in 6 seconds.
62.
That's not bad.
Well, yeah, 0 to 100 kilometers in 6 seconds for something that has all of the aerodynamic efficiency of a pallet of bricks.
Yeah.
So
This is
The back
definitely
looks pretty.
So literally,
no,
The wind coming off of it's pretty quick.
they literally just took
Aerodynamics by Kelvinator.
they literally just took a 1970s Moscovich
yeah, and just
made it new,
yeah.
which is awesome.
And they are aiming squarely at Tesla. So retro,
Fuck you, Tesla.
Retro awesome
Okay.
versus your cutting edge of technology and everything.
So they're just aiming to be the next biggest Ponzi scheme? Is that
I
what they're
mean,
going
as
for?
long as their panel gap is better than the Model 3, they should be fine.
Oh shit!
I mean, listen,
It's a slot.
It's a
swab on your
1970s
nearest
Lada.
electronic
Of course,
recharging
it's better
station.
panel gaps.
Yeah.
listen, this thing.
That was made by slaves, literally.
Yeah, probably.
They really slaved over this one.
Oh, that joke brought to you by the letter P, as in P car. Good job.
Thank you.
And
Think about it, guys.
problematic.
Why would you buy a new fancy Blendtec or Cuisinart or whatever when you could buy like a Jinsheng off of Amazon for a tenth of the price?
Or Kenmore.
Or
Or whatever.
10 more.
I do have
Black
a
and Decker.
Kelvinator in the house you just put a countertop in.
Wow. Where?
I'm not sure what to do with.
you should give it to me.
What's it?
I'm not the only decision maker, but
don't know.
if my vote is yes.
You should tell the
Kelvinator?
other person that
I'm
they should
lost.
give it to me.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what's
Is
going
the other
on.
person Don?
Sounds-
Because I'm sure he would say okay.
Sounds cool.
Don doesn't want to move
Because I'm
that.
sure he would say,
Okay.
"Give it to me."
Yeah, it's on it.
Anyways.
I'm
Anyway,
Googling
it's an
Kelvinator.
old refrigerator, like
So-
50s.
Okay.
I wonder what their
Oh,
go-to-market
rad.
plan is for this Russian brick, and if they're going to bring it to the U.S., given our relations.
Hello.
Damn.
Dave.
Given our relations are so great with that country.
I mean, who knows?
Party foul.
Could happen. Jeez, we
I'm
had
sorry, guys. I got Zima in my eye, and then I hit the mic stand. I don't know what happened.
There's a
Jesus.
2 for 2 right there.
Man,
Someone take
it's like
his,
95 all over again.
someone take his keys. I'm worried.
Sometimes the Zima just gets away from you, man.
Dude, this is a dope looking fridge.
Brian, you too drunk to drive, Brian.
This is why I love you,
I love you, Brian.
name is Stewie. I love you. I don't say this enough, Brian. I love you.
You too
All right.
drunk to drive.
Anyways,
All right, gang.
All right, cut him off. Cut him off.
We got 2 more things to get through, and we're running up against it. So
no, we're
So
not.
yeah,
We're good on time.
speaking of Tesla, competitor, their Kalishnikov competitor, Tesla,
there you go.
they're not going private after all.
Psych, just
Even,
kidding.
even though Elon Musk had made a big hubbub about
Yeah, how is that
taking
not?
the company private.
How is that not insider trading? That
Well,
is
yeah,
like
the
every
SEC
violation of the
well,
SEC definition
well,
of
don't worry. The SEC is
insider trading.
Yeah, the SEC is still wanting to talk to him
They're-
about.
Oh, he's
yeah,
going
they're
to jail.
investigating.
He is going to jail.
God willing.
Absolutely going
no,
to jail.
he has
No, he
too
won't.
much money to go to jail.
He's going
Yeah.
to jail.
No,
Yeah, he's going to jail.
he's a rich
They'll
white
pay
guy in
all
this
the
country.
bail.
He's not going to jail.
He did one tweet and his stock went up 20%. When you're trading at 180, 220,
No,
and you go up
no.
20%.
He was at 320.
Oh, geez. Well, it went up to that. Yeah, but he
It went,
said
no, it went up
we're-
to 360.
because he said we're going to go
Because of
private
that.
and buy every share for 420. That's insider trading. You can't do that. As a CEO of a company with insider information, he's going to jail. And it should be because it's a Ponzi scheme. But
I will
anyways,
call it right now. He's not going to jail.
well, he's going to pay a levy of a huge fine.
Not saying he shouldn't go to jail.
No,
He
no,
should.
I
Oh, yeah.
agree. I don't
yeah.
think
Like what he did was
yeah.
wrong, but whether he
Right.
will or
Yeah. I
will
mean,
not
he
is
will not.
a different thing.
He just knew he had to make the quarter, and that's how he did it. Good
Yep.
for him.
God
There
damn.
we go.
That's
Yeah.
not the way to do it.
So
Ruthless.
Musk feels like he
Good record label.
He was doing good, but the investors obviously did not feel that way.
No,
They think that he should have done this thing called due diligence
Right.
before
Yeah.
he throws things out.
and then he said, "Oh, this is going to take. We got to get those Model 3s out, and this is going to take away too much of my time from getting the Model 3 out there."
Well, then I also heard he's like, well, there really was, it was a lot more red tape than what I initially thought. It's
Yeah,
like,
no
well,
shit.
duh,
What do you
shit.
guys? I thought we were aiming
Well, then
for
don't
the Ides
fucking
of
tweet it.
March.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
fuck it, right?
God,
He is literally just a madman at the helm of that thing.
God, I wish I was
He's a
the rich
supervillain.
child of an
He
emerald
is.
magnate.
With hair implants.
God,
He was going bald in 1996, so
Are
Yeah.
we surprised?
what happened there? He pulled a loose Hamilton. That's what happened.
zing. Anyway, moving on.
Not quite as douchey.
So-
Needs more tats.
Was going just as bald, though.
So
But speaking of douche.
Elon Musk is crazy. But speaking of cool, crazy things,
Yeah,
Hey,
yes.
here we go.
Porsche. Built
Porsche.
Hey.
they built themselves a brand new 20-year-old car.
What?
Yes.
I'm for it.
And
Wait, is it water cooled or is it?
It is
It is
air-cooled.
air-cooled.
Luftgekühlt.
Yes, they built
Yes.
themselves a 993 Turbo S
Wow. That's
out
insane.
of stuff they had lying around.
And of course, what color did they paint it?
Gold.
I love gold.
Because it's fucking golden.
I am
Yes.
from Holland, isn't that weird? I love gold.
Oh, I love gold.
It's gold.
I'm going to take it and paint it gold.
Oh, it's so salty.
Is this leftover gold from the 40s?
It's delicious and salty.
No, that's all in Argentina.
Yes.
Oh.
Get in my tummy. Gold. Yeah, they're just on this gold kick. That 911 Turbo S they came out with.
Yeah,
Well, they made a couple. It wasn't just one car, though, right?
Well, I know.
Didn't they
There's
make
like
the black
2
one?
in Utah, which blows my
Yeah, so they
freaking
made
mind.
500 of those turbo exclusive editions.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, that's the new car, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. That was the new car. That
But
this
how many-
color is based on
Right.
the 993 Turbo S.
So
Correct.
They made a new 993 Turbo S. How many of these are they making?
Just the one.
Just
Just
the one?
the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
It
I
was
thought they
a-
made a black one, too.
I
though.
guarantee
I
they'll
thought they
make.
made an old black one.
No, it's just this one.
They just
Interesting,
had
okay.
one body in white lying around, so
I bet-
this is not road legal in any way possible.
But yet
because there's
somehow
no VIN number.
Somehow it'll end up in Magnus Walker's garage.
I'm sure it will.
I promise you
It'll end
this.
I don't think so.
And it's going to end up sitting in the basement of the Heritage Collection in Stuttgart.
Which I would love
I was
to
going
go
to say
there.
some
Here's
some
the deal.
Or
chic
front and
is
center
gonna
of the
buy it.
museum, though. Or
Somebody
front
at
and
Singer needs to buy this and put a Williams motor in it.
Ooh. Make it perfect.
Well, anyway.
Dave, you know how to make my knees weak, son.
Baby,
just
I know
went
how to
from-
get you moist.
Just went from 6 to midnight.
Yeah.
And I burped on that one.
Yeah.
So you know it's true. Anyways.
I'm so far past midnight. It's 02:30 over here.
Oof.
But
Wow.
how,
All right.
why wouldn't Porsche do this?
So you've
With
gone
Why
back
wouldn't
to
they?
bed?
So
such a resurgence on air-cooled cars with Luftgekühlt and all
because
this.
the problem is just this car as it sits.
It's old tech.
Yeah, it's
Who cares?
just-
That's what everybody wants. Values are through
but,
the roof. You
well,
know
that's
this.
the problem. They cannot sell this thing legally.
Those cars
never-
are already
right.
sold.
That's
This
the
is
problem.
a new car.
Emissions, all that
Yeah,
bullshit.
they never
like
certified
you can
this
buy
motor.
as many fucking Beetles as you want with the funny horsey badge.
Yeah,
on
let
the
me
front.
throw this out there.
But
Give
yeah.
Trump another year. I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
God.
Hasn't
Here we
he
are.
He was about to restrict import laws, though. Like,
Oh, he already did. Yeah.
Oh, did he actually do it?
Yeah, there's tariffs all the
it's
way up
fucking
on that
hell.
shit. That's
Yeah.
why everybody was loading the ports with cars.
Yeah.
Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
The ports were like 130% more busy than
They
they were
were
before.
Yeah.
They were sending over like the goddamn.
They're like, we
But
gotta
Congress.
get
that's
him
what,
here
that's
by
with the new
this-
cars, though. I
Yeah,
was talking
correct.
about the 25-year cars.
Oh,
he's
no.
looking to get rid of that, actually. He's
Oh,
gonna,
is he really?
Yeah, he's going to axe that shit. So he's,
fuck is your head at, bro?
he's like, yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, well, no one knows. It's
No.
just a big Cheeto is all it
We're-
is.
We're dealing with someone who has never had to deal with the laws of man nor God,
Nor
So,
nature, yeah.
like-
nor physics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Power
Anyways.
of God and
So-
anime on my side.
Yes.
Ian Carmel.
Speaketh the Joey.
Ian Carmel, comedian. He has one of the best Trump jokes that I've ever seen, and it is,
Yeah.
I can't believe that we have a president that fucks porn stars and wants a space army, and I still hate him.
Oh, my God, preach.
That's pretty funny.
Right?
That's really funny. True.
yeah.
Absolute truth. And I'm not political.
Nope,
Bless you.
not at all.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
You are also allergic to bullshit.
Anyway,
Hey,
I
speaking
got a
of...
tablet for that. It's called a Zima.
Ew.
oh, anyway,
Anyways.
God damn it!
What did
Whatever.
we hit?
He knocked over my little Zaku.
Oh, I'm
Charizard.
sorry. I honestly didn't see it.
Apologize to Shar. Apologize to Shar.
Sorry, Shar.
What?
Share? Share's
job.
here?
Thank
Char.
you.
God,
Char.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
No,
Some good as Zima, though.
all right,
So we're going to bring this in with
Yes,
with
please
a,
Apparently,
do.
we're not signed
with a
into YouTube.
spendy car.
we already talked about that. We kind of blew through that one
okay.
earlier in the
Never
day.
mind.
Gavin
My
threw,
bad.
threw
Gavin
us
got
under the bus
excited.
earlier.
Zima got
sorry.
ahead of me.
Yeah.
Then I guess we're just going to wrap this shit up.
But I jumped in on that too, though.
Yeah, whatever.
Wrap it
Anyway,
and tap it.
Well,
Did you have a question, Trent?
isn't that for the
No,
that's
that's
for the next episode.
I gotta go.
Damn it.
Man, we were just getting loose with this. All right,
Who
God,
are you people? Don't
It's
you
the
know
Zima.
the format?
It's
we're
the
your
Zima.
children.
We're your family. Don't you love us?
I think we need
Don't-
more Zima. I need
don't.
more episodes of that.
Anyway,
Dave had 8 Zimas.
Davis.
He's allergic to bullshit.
God, Dave's like a
just
sorority
choked-
girl in the 90s.
He
in the
choked on
Clinton era.
Choked on the sorority girls in the 90s.
Man,
I'm about ready to shove a key through this fucking can of hams right here.
I
Just
like your pink
pound it.
floofy.
I love me some sorority girls. Anyways,
anyway, God, all right, let's bring this thing in before we fully just set the rest of the port on fire.
too late. But yeah, let's do it.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the CAMcast.
We're sorry.
You can find this and other disappointments on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, wherever you find your podcasts.
Everywhere.
Just search CAMcast or Cam Automag. We'd love it if you subscribe to us if you haven't already. Leave us a rating and a review. Appreciate it. That helps us get seen by other people.
5 stars, please.
Yeah, so you can spread the disappointment around.
Yep.
Anything less than 5 stars, we'll take, but we're going to ask questions and call you a hater because, listen, you're not paying for this.
Yeah.
So,
This is free. Why are you not giving us 5 stars?
yeah.
Feel free to pay for it, though. Email
We'll
your
give you-
money to
we'll give your podcast. Yeah, find us.
Mailbag at camautomag.com.
I rode a fucking bicycle over here.
Yes, he did.
I did manual labor
That's
to do
fucking
this
commitment
podcast.
right there.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
physical commitment.
Joey is devout.
He is.
Proud of you, buddy.
Find us on social media. We are at CamAutomag on everything. This here podcast comes out Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it shows up on YouTube as well. So that thing's alive,
Hey,
despite our best efforts.
How about that?
let's get
Yep.
those 10K subs.
Indeed.
How about it?
Anyway, head over to camautomag.com because we got a whole bunch of pictures up there.
Exactly.
From World Challenge, from Jump Car, from the NASA 6 Hour, all sorts of cool stuff.
Thank you, dear leader.
Thank you.
Remember also to go to camautoswag.com.
Yep.
Pick up a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Yep.
Including the
and
new stuff.
also support our main sponsor, Steady Broke. Go on over to steadybroke.com there. Steady.broke on all social media platforms.
There we go.
Bam.
You guys
Yeah.
like us. They believe in us. Support those guys.
Somehow, some way.
Somebody believes in us, and I hope you do too. Find us on Venmo.
Yes.
Just that's the important one.
That's the one, yeah.
I'm on Venmo.
We,
Mike's
we
on
should
Venmo.
really start
Mike
putting
from
that at
Cam.
the top of the
There we
hour.
go.
Make
Yeah,
sure
there you go.
make sure to use the most questionable emojis as possible.
Are we on
Yes.
Patreon? Are we?
We're
We
working
should
on
get a Patreon.
We have a Patreon, but it's not really active right now. 'cause we
join
gotta
our
do some-
Patreon. Contribute.
We'll get some stuff on there. Don't
Yeah.
worry. We'll make that a thing when
We're going to figure
Well,
something
that'll
out.
be the folly, the Dave folly and the Jerry folly.
Oh
There you
yes,
That,
there we
that'll
go.
be if you sign up and pay at least $1 a month,
Oh.
you're gonna get
Oh.
yourself some
You should
folly.
see
Oh, no, we
Dave's
gotta get more.
eyes right now.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be more than $1.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be more than $1.
Gone full
For
psycho.
that.
Well, you
I
get
love
the
it.
whole album if you do the
I mean,
more than $1.
Dave is
Oh.
looking a little crazy right
don't worry.
now.
Anyway,
Shit.
The Dave that looks like he owns a Fiero.
we're getting real.
Oh God.
All right, we're getting
Or
real
Trent.
You
creepy.
get right the
Dead.
fuck out of here.
That's right, though.
All right, guys.
Absolutely right.
We're gonna have some cake, and we're gonna get ready for another episode with more drunken shenanigans and stories from Japan with Joey
Yes, sir.
and all sorts of other stuff. So
Looking
Looking
Thursday.
forward to it.
And I'm going to talk about other bastard GM cars like the Chevette.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, all you stop talking. I want cake.
until
I'm
next
not getting
time.
any cake now. I'm gonna knock you over in that fucking chair.
Go
Wow.
get some goddamn cake.
God,
Trent.
all right, I'm gonna have to stop a fight.
Port-
I've been Mike.
Fucking
I've been
Porsche
Professor
owners.
Dave.
I've been Trent.
I was Gavin at once.
At
I've
one
been-
point in time.
Step Pizza Dad.
There we go.
I'm your friendly neighborhood weeaboo, Joey.
And he's gonna fight the shadowy billionaire. All right.
In his Q45 with a Gatling gun headlights.
God damn it.
I know.
Fucking
I heard,
Porsche owners.
I heard it's not
God
so
damn it.
happy. It's not it.
God damn it, Trent. Why'd you have to buy a Porsche?